recently they just like don't update stuff. Like I don't know, man. Like look, I can like last one was Vancouver in September. I mean that's
I mean, that just happened.
yeah, but where's Cancun?
Like, that also just happened 3 days ago.
Okay, but where's the random ass? Okay, I guess they update everything. I don't know, man. I just like I don't because like
Yeah,
I don't know. I like this visual, right? I can just see
yeah.
I'm a visual learner. I like seeing pictures. I don't know.
That is very nice.
It's because I saw people on Twitter use this website. It's YGOProDeck.com. So I'm guessing it's
Hmm.
by the people that make the YGO Pro simulator. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, it's got you can see like it's kind of like the Master Duel thing. You can see like the most used cards and stuff. So like Ash Blossom Feather. So you can just like take a quick look at like. I mean, it's funny. These are actually like the top 10 cards used in Master Duel also, but yeah.
Yeah, well, because like Book of Moon was for like Cashiers, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. You got to put him face down. Yeah.
And then the Book of Eclipse is to go against Book of Moon.
Goes against all of them. Yeah.
Well,
Oh, you're thinking Book of Taiyu.
Book
Yeah,
of Taiyu,
fucking,
yeah. So like if you're playing Cashier, you
Yeah.
just play that.
There's three. Yeah. There's Book of Moon, which flips one face down. There's Book of Eclipse, which flips everything face down. So it's like a dark hole Book of Moon. And then there's Book of Taiyu, which puts them back face up.
Yeah, and then like that guy, what? It's like 5 special summons.
You just get to drop a big old rock and kill everything
Kill
on the
everything.
field. Yep.
Yeah.
But your opponent gets a normal monster with no effect afterwards. Yeah. And then you summon a defense mode so they can't do it. Yeah, Cyclone's just like Mystical Stage after it banishes as a spell or trap. This card's crazy. It does 3 things. Well, you pick one of 3 things. Draw 2, which is really good, obviously, upon agreed. Take control of monsters, that's like Change of Heart, also really good. Or you can look at your opponent's hand and put a card back into their deck, so also really good. So, yeah, it's like a really flexible card.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ash Blossom, you already know. This one's a weird one. This one's like if they add for the rest of the turn, they can't add anything else. So it's like I don't. It's like a kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, Feather Dust, that one blows up everything.
Infinite Imprisonment.
Negates a monster. Yeah, you've probably seen this on Master Duel a lot, yeah. This one's a fun one. This is like a side deck card people use a lot. You declare Ritual, Fusion, Synchro, Exile, or Pendulum, and then for the rest of the turn, they can't use whatever you declared.
Yeah. So the Gem Knight guy I was
Oh,
going
he
at,
played this against you?
He played this against me. And you want to know what he freaking picked?
Fusion.
No, he said XZ.
Oh, because he just assumed. Like,
And like it didn't matter because he was like I'm gonna
yeah,
win anyways.
yeah,
'Cause he
yeah.
had this stupid guy when he like blew up one of his
He was
cards
just
to blow up one of
BMing
my
you.
cards. And I was like, okay.
He was BMing you. Yeah, that's when you look the top 6 cards of your deck, and you pick one. So it's kind of like the Colorist, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and then wait, that
Oh, you want me to go further
the
down?
Deuce, the Zeus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it blows up. You might have seen this a few times.
So
in Master
I
Duel.
know him because again solo mode. They were like the little gear guys.
They had these in solo mode.
Yeah, so like they had these little.
That's
They
fun.
had these like gear guys. I
Yeah.
don't remember which one. Like
They turn
Hero
into like
Alio
this.
or
Yeah, they
whatever.
turn into like a rank 4 one, and then he becomes this one.
yeah, and they use the effect to become
That's
like a level
fucked up that they
10 or
put this in
higher.
solo mode.
I don't think it was Zeus, but it was pretty much.
Yeah,
Zeus.
it was like a big robot and
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
and there's like a number or something.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, I mean Max though, freaking got 2nd place. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, go Max. He almost won. That's crazy.
Oh, did you see this the Fluandries deck that won, by the way? Well, first off,
Nah, I mean, yeah, it's Flandries.
have you seen this card though?
No.
So this has topped a few YCSs and like topped a few regionals. You reveal it in your hand and then you summon him. And the reason why this is important is because you normal summon him, and Fluandry is like the whole thing. Whatever is like you can't special summon the turn you do it. So he fits perfectly in, and he's a wing beast, so you can search him with this guy. Because like the problem is like usually, you can only pull off like. I mean, really, you can only pull off like 2 tribute summons. Can you summon this guy, then this guy, and then this guy, and then, well, it's like weird. You like summon this guy, right? You summon like this guy, and you make the penguin, and then he lets you summon one more monster. So you summon this guy, which summons this guy, and you summon one more monster, and then after that, like that's it. But like this guy gives you like a 5th normal summon. It's weird. Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, because you always want to start with Rabina.
Yeah, this is the guy that adds any of them, and he even
Yeah.
adds this thing. Yeah.
And then they play Ash Blossom, and then you're like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so he played this card, which well, yeah. So what I didn't say, the only time you can play this if is if your opponent uses a monster effect. So ideally, you wait for him to use an Ash Blossom, and be like, ha, got you. Now I play Pot of Greed, right? This is another similar card. You can only do it if they use a monster effect like Ash Blossom, and then you get to add any spell or trap. So they add this thing, which just like negates every effect. Like, yeah. Oh yeah, he was playing like this fucking Herald of the Abyss guy because he sends a card to the graveyard, and it's like it forces the player to do it. So there's a lot of cards that are like unaffected by everything, but because the player is doing it, it's not an effect. It's like a player action. It's like a weird thing. So
What does their field spell do?
oh, this one's yeah. So I lied. They have more than it's 5. This one gives them another normal summon.
Yeah.
So they really have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then with this they have 6. So that's what it is. So that way you can like do 2 summon a penguin, do another 2 summon a penguin, and then do your last 5, 6, and then finally summon like a third penguin or something. I don't fucking know. Whatever you can maybe summon this big old chicken. I don't know.
Who's that guy in the top left?
Oh, this is the dimensional shifter. If you have no cards in your grave, you send them from your hand to the graveyard, and then until the end of the next turn, any card sent to the grave is banished. So this like counters any graveyard strategies. And I mean, if you look at like top,
Too bad they're playing that samurai synchro deck where you want them all.
you want them
all
all
the
banished.
zombies banished.
Yeah. Yeah, funny enough, none of these decks really care too much about their grave. I mean, one big thing I'll say is that a card that just absolutely destroys this deck is like Droll and Lockbird, but it has to go to the graveyard to use its effect. So, if anybody's like playing that card, maybe. I don't know. I mean, oh no, Rescue Ace does kind of use their grave. Yeah, no, they literally use their graveyard, right? Don't they have to banish like 2 from grade for the big old? Yeah, this has to banish from graveyard. Okay, so you made a good call. Yeah, Chimera's kind of... Oh, Dragon Link definitely does it. Yeah, okay, I lied. There's like half the decks in the game use their graveyard.